Okay, hopefully you guys are on. Got to hook up the mic again. We got our trade show load picked up at the Walter E. Reed Convention Center in downtown Washington, D.C. I came in here, I didn't video very much because I came in on Highway 50. It was kind of boring, you know. Wasn't nothing to show, but the way I'm gonna go back out, which none of this stuff is working yet because we got no reception down here. But I'm gonna go back out my way because 50 off of 495 takes you at the east side of the loop, but I've got to go home, which is to the west. So I'm gonna run through town a little bit, and so it'll be pretty cool going that way. Came in that way once before, and it was fairly neat. I would show you my load, but it's been all day loading it. I've been here about 4 hours, and I would show you what it looks like, but I should have filmed while we loaded. One day we'll do that. Anyway, there's just a bunch of crates in there. Nothing special. Washington, D.C. to Grand Prairie, Texas. Today's Thursday. We're going home with it. Delivering Grand Prairie, Texas on Monday. So anyway, got her looking good for the big city of D.C. We didn't want to come here looking like a pig. I cleaned her up. Oh, the door lock, that's weird. That's a first for that. Usually gotta have the remote. I know. Maybe I hid it in my pocket. I don't know. Alright, let's get out of here. Probably won't be able to lower my seat all the way down because I gotta see where my hood's at. So hopefully this guy can come by, or at least get somewhere, you know. There we go. Teamwork, brother, teamwork. Nose up to that truck, I scoot on by, and everybody is happy. I just hope I can remember how to get out of here. I gotta go by, I think, the Lincoln Memorial, Washington Monument. Gotta drive across the National Mall. It's pretty fun, you know. And some of those right turns. Coming in is easy because it's a couple of lefts, but going back out that way, you got a couple of rights. And being during the week, a little more challenging with cars. We gotta go around that pole and come back. Piece of cake, right? Piece of cake. The big long nosed Pete. Baby, baby, need your loving. Alright. What Peterbilt does is do U-turns. No trash cans will be harmed on my watch. Come on around the pole there, Trevor. There you go, there you go beautiful. All kinds of room. Y'all see that? All kinds of room. They're gonna work all night. Apparently, it's crazy. It is almost 8 o'clock. I don't know what the malfunction was, but I had an 11 o'clock appointment, so I made about 6 hours in detention pay, which was fine with me. I got to let the traffic die down and got a split sleeper out of it. So beautiful. Sometimes that's the way it goes, man. You can get excited. Some of these guys got all excited. I'm like, really? What's the point? You know, I seen this load pop. I knew what it was, and that's what I wanted to do. So, and it takes me by the house, so it's a win-win. Good paying load for the weekend. Then I get to go home and get a 34-hour reset. And still make money by going through the house. Vacation last week of June, so I'll take this load to Dallas on Monday and work. I'll work through next weekend. I don't know. We'll see how the freight goes. I live in a good spot, so I usually get home every weekend. I've been home every weekend for the last 5 weeks. Well, I stayed out last weekend on purpose. I had a load going to Georgia, and I was going to go home from Georgia. It delivered in Georgia on Saturday, and this lady kept popping loads for Saturday pickup and Sunday delivery. I'm like, who are you and what do you got? You know, and anyway, so the load picked up on Saturday, delivered on Sunday in Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. So I worked, you know, and I can't remember if I go to the right side of that booth or the left side of the booth. But I went ahead and worked and found the load, unloaded, reloaded the same dock on Sunday in Lock Haven, and delivered in Ohio on Monday. So I made some serious money working throughout the weekend, and I stayed rolling, so I haven't had a reset. So I'm down to like 8.5 hours on my 70 right now, which with that split sleeper, come on, lady. This split sleeper, it gives me 8 hours to work, so I'll do my 8 hours. Probably won't drive the 8, probably just drive to like midnight or 1, and then take a 4 or 5 hour break, which will give me the other 3 that I need to make it home. That's how we do that. E-logs, man, you make them work. You can do it. No big deal. Green light. And pedestrians walking. Let's just go ahead and stop. Alright, let's see if we can make it. Yeah, we can. The crosswalk sign's flashing. That means my light's fixing to change. You learn to watch them crosswalks. See how it's flashing? So I still had 3 seconds before they had to stop walking, and then the light would change from yellow to red. Bus driver taught me that trick. Watch the crosswalks. Like they're coming up on a stale green, so this is red, so it's fixing to go green. I see the crosswalk start flashing, and they got to stop. So we turned green. I don't know where. I gotta focus on what I'm doing here, guys. I gotta make these turns. See, that's L Street. So I think I go down here. I don't think I can turn right on New York. Can I turn right on New York? The Garmin says I can, but I don't think I can. Cause see, I usually, because when you come in, you have to go down there and turn left over there on 9th Street, then turn left on Mount Vernon, and then turn right here. But that Garmin says we can turn right up there on New York Avenue. Well, I guess we'll try it, but we're going to have to figure out how to get over there now. Wrong lane. This one here's just not come up yet. There we go. Calculating routes. Oh, that thing's stupid. It's going to take me back up 50. So let's go up there and try that New York Avenue. That's the way I wanted to go originally. So coming over there, Prius. There we go. There we go. That a baby. All right. So this is my
turn right on New York Avenue Northwest.
New York right here. Green. 12 seconds. 12 seconds. 8, 9. Beautiful. So maybe I taught you guys something about crosswalks.
Continue
you know?
0.4 miles. Then turn
City
left
driving.
8th Street Northwest.
This is the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. It's a pretty cool place. It's a cool place to vacation. Any of you guys from Australia or Russia or whatever, you know, you want to come to America, this right here, this city right here, Washington, D.C. is a cool, probably the coolest vacation spot because everything is free. I got all these museums, the Smithsonian, the Jefferson, I mean, lots of history here. And it's, I don't think you should make a U-turn in your car. I'd blow the horn, but I'm not going to be a disrespectful driver, you know. Like you guys are. Y'all are rude. Alright, take some air out. Okay, so, yes, Washington, D.C. It is an awesome place to vacation. If you can learn the subway system, it's just awesome, you know. Once you learn how to get around on the subway, you can get anywhere you want to. And like I said, there's so much to do here, so many museums and lots of history. It's just amazing to history. Of course, America's a young country. We're not as old as Germany or you know, Europe era, but there's a lot of history here, a lot of interesting, and it's all, like I said, it's all free. So if you want a vacation, this is the place to do it. You know, unless you're into roller coasters in Disney World, which that's what I'm doing. At the end of June, I'm going to Orlando like an idiot. Got a timeshare down there, so couldn't get Gatlinburg. I wanted Gatlinburg, which is only 2 hours from the house. A lot of my friends are going to Gatlinburg on motorcycle club. So I could have done it, but we already had Orlando booked. So we're going to go down there and do SeaWorld and Universal and Busch Gardens in Tampa. Might do Epcot if we do that. More than likely we're just going to go to the beach, hang out, and relax, and hang out, you know. Trucks and all that on the road ahead. Well, why'd you come this way, Garmin? We're going to go down 14th Street.
Traffic ahead.
Hopefully we turn left. I don't remember how I came out last time. I'm pretty sure I came out this way. So, can't see the crosswalk sign from here. But, anyway. Once I get out of the DC, we'll shut this camera down. It'd be nice if I could learn how to edit just make it fast forward through these red lights and play some cool music, you know, and not oh, I got a green light, sorry, not paying attention there, truck driver. Focus on what you're doing, man. I think it just turned green. I have to replay the tape. And we fit at this one. Look at that, red light just for me, a whole block to myself. Nice. I came here in a car one time, 3 or 4 years ago, and one of these streets, they got doubles, and they got lane here, and then over there's another lane. The light turned green, and they must have been 100 pedestrians walking across the crosswalk, and I went to go, and all of a sudden that light over there, that far lane over, changed, and I was stuck out in the middle, and I gunned it and went through the pedestrians. I had an opening, so I cleared the intersection. Here comes some cops in a car right up beside me, blue lighted me. And I said, yeah, man, that was really bad, wasn't it? And he said, the driver said, yeah, that was bad. And I said, yeah, I didn't, you know, and then the passenger
14th Street Northwest.
got all excited, started copping attitude, you know, and I'm like, really, dude, that's not necessary. I screwed up, I know I screwed up. Write me the bloody ticket, but don't sit here and scold me like I'm your doggone teenage son. I admitted to my mistake. I screwed up. Write me a stinking ticket. Sit there being all cocky jerk, you know. See, that person says no left. I think it's, you know, morning or rush hour times. So we can go left now. We're gonna go left whether we can or not. So this is the way out. Yeah, 4 to 6 and 7 in the morning to 9:30 in the morning, and then 4 to 6:30. Well, yeah, it's 8:03, so we are good. We are good. Hello, bus. So we're out here in the heart of it. We got
0.3 miles, then keep right onto 139.
within a block or so is all your stuff, your museums, memorials, White House. It's on Pennsylvania. I think we're not too far from Pennsylvania. So yeah, the GoPro it does not do good for distance. Like you probably can't see that church tower down here, you know. We're gonna go by the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument before we get on 395 up here, but you probably won't be able to see it because the camera is just too. Seconds. See what I mean? The crosswalks. And then I'll stop about that. So I don't have to worry about getting caught that light. So this one here is 3. No, it's 30. It's 36. Well, that's a long one. Wow. So that was close with that mirror. Watching that mirror, and the trailer didn't make it to the intersection. So I think this might be what they call the National Mall that we're driving across right here. Yeah, I think this right here is the National Mall. You see that way? It's got all the greenery and plants, whatever. So the National Mall, it goes from the White House. No, maybe it's the Capitol building to the Lincoln Memorial. I think I might want to do some research before I start running off my mouth. you know. But you can stand at one end and see the other at the other end. You know, it's pretty neat. And then there's like a big pond. It's not really a pond, but a reservoir. What do you call it? If you watch Forrest Gump, you can see Jenny run through the pond on Forrest Gump. Forrest, Jenny, and she runs across that's in the National Mall when he had to give that speech on Vietnam, and they unplugged his mic. That's what I think about that. You know, if you haven't ever seen a movie Forrest Gump, you should go watch it. You'll know what I'm talking about. From Greensboro, Alabama. There's the Washington Monument. Can you see it? That thing, you can see it from everywhere in D.C. And then right down there, see, there's the Capitol. Far end down there, see that? Can you see it? And then there's the Lincoln. Or is that the Jefferson? Lincoln, I think. Right? I don't know. I better pay attention to these red lights. They can flip quick, you know. Yeah, really cool vacation spot. Holocaust Memorial right there. $4.95 to Virginia. That's what I'm talking about. Get me out of here. Send this Tennessee boy home. Treasury Department, give me some money.
Miles, keep right onto I-395
Or maybe they're the ones that get all my money. I don't know. Alright, is that might be Lincoln. Maybe the other one over there was Jefferson. I don't know.
Keep right onto I-395 south.
Sightseeing bus. I want to go.
0.7 miles on I-395 south.
Awesome. I get paid for this job, right? That was exciting, wasn't it? Got this big rig in and out of DC without any problem. Piece of cake. Act like we've done this before. Alright, that's it. The rest of it's just basically interstate traffic crap, you know. There's nothing fancy, nothing major. You've seen it. We're out, guys. See you on the next one.